Okay, how's it going? I just came back from actually foraging, and I went to the health food store nearby, and yeah, I do this every morning, so I figured I'm gonna film this one because I got some cool stuff here too, like burdock. Yeah, so the things I did forage for was chickweed, which actually grows nearby me. It grows everywhere actually, but in my garden I have a ton of chickweed, but not enough where I can really get a good harvest. And on my way to the health food store, there's a place that has an abundance of chickweed and burdock, where I actually go all the time and foraging for because it's just there in abundance. And yeah, got a real nice sized bag of chickweed here. Really good for the skin. And got some fresh dandelions. Also foraged in the same spot. Nice, good batch. And then the burdock, which is probably one of my most favorite things to forage for. It's Asian, and it's really good for the blood. And it also contains inulin, which is extremely good for the beneficial bacteria in your intestine. And yeah, those things are extremely important. These things are actually not easy to pull up. You can see that's all in the ground, and the soil, once the top layer of soil that covers the first part of the root is really thick black humus, and then once you get deeper you start to get to the more clay-like soil, which is actually tighter, and it's hard to pull. So most of the time I end up ripping the tops, unless you get like really deep into the root, and then you can like get a good grip on it to yank it out. And as you can see, some of them are in half because they end up breaking because they're so hard to pull out. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got about 7 roots here, all varying sizes. I'm gonna be juicing this because this is extremely good for the blood, and then I'm trying to get extremely healthy. And then I got some store-bought stuff like the kale, cucumber, some celery, and a ginger root, and a lemon. So I'm gonna make a juice here, and I don't know, talk maybe a little bit. And thanks Pete for hooking me up with this this strainer slash funnel, because yeah, I had a really crap one before. So yeah, let's start this. I'm gonna start off with the burdock. Just throw that. Crunchy. I can eat this stuff raw. It's really good. I know in Japan they actually pickle it, which is pretty interesting. Maybe I'll try to pickle some myself. Look up some recipes. Pickled burdock. All the burdock. So there, gonna pour that burdock in there. It smells good. Okay, next I'm gonna do the dandelions, and honestly, I try to eat dandelions every single day if I can get a chance. They're literally growing everywhere, so it's like if you're going for a bike ride, you run into dandelions. I just try to harvest them from a place where the soil looks really good, and it's not near any roads or anything, because roads tend to build up toxic soils because of the metals and the fumes from the cars. So if you do harvest these things, try not to harvest near where there are roads. So, yeah, I'm just gonna dip it in water. They're not really too dirty, just to get the outer soil off. Every part of the dandelion is actually edible. The root, the flowers, and the the leaves. Gotta say, hanging out with Joseph Simcox was one of the most inspiring times I've ever had. And he's inspired me to learn even more about the things that I do know already, and to learn even more. And I'm gonna be educating myself heavily. I'm gonna learn and learn and learn and learn and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning, and then I'm gonna share it. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna keep learning and sharing. Alright, this is really good for detoxing the liver, and it's I don't know, I like it. Put that in there. Dandelions. Things grow everywhere. Everywhere. That was tough. Put a little bit less in each one. Alright. The dandelions. Those are too much, but it's still funneling actually. That strainer thing is pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, what's next? Chickweed. I got a lot of chickweed. This stuff is awesome. It grows in my garden, and the parts of my garden where there's actually just bare dirt, and the sun is just beating and beating on the dirt and just drying all the moisture out of the soil. Chickweed comes in and actually works as a ground cover. Sometimes I try not to eat it because it's working so well in the garden, but it's super tasty. I can just eat a bowl of this chickweed. Yeah, let's see. It has a very watery, like minerally taste. Water, minerally, crunchy, salady kind of taste. Really good. Yeah. So, it's good for the skin. Gonna throw that in there. I know, don't forget this. I normally, every time I juice me some of this stuff, I get so much juice, because this plant is just full of water. I had so much of this stuff. It was just everywhere. Free of charge. That's even the best part. Free of charge. Organic. Local. Wild. Okay, the chickweed, I'm just going to top that foam off, because for 1 full cup of chickweed from that whole bag, just like a nice mug, just scrape off all that extra. Come on, get off there. Okay. Pouring with the left. No. Huh? Alright, so that stuff's done. Okay, next I'm gonna do, I'll do this cucumber.
Still looking for that perfect Father's Day gift for Dad? Well, look no further. At Harry's, we have a perfect gift that
Pandora
the men in your life
commercials.
will love and use every day. A handsome, ergonomic razor 3 high-quality blades, and a tube of our moisturizing shave cream. It's a must-work shaving and aesthetic for only $15.
For only $15. Wow, I'm an idiot. I totally like lost a cucumber. I always forget to do that. Put the cup back. Put the cup back. I'm gonna throw the kale in there. This is from the local health food store. So I'm just gonna throw a bunch of kale. Super nutritious. I'm trying to grow kale this year. I got Siberian kale growing. They're quite small, so I can't eat them. You could, but I just wait till they get bigger. So I got that growing. I was thinking about starting to grow microgreens. Maybe do some kale microgreens, like order some bulk kale seeds. Do like a kale microgreen. I don't know. Just ideas. And next is some celery, which is awesome. I love celery. I'm just gonna juice all that up. Oh, looks like we got a full cup here. So let me just once again top this guy off right here. Yeah. Celery and, no wait, this is, what did I just use? Oh, kale and cucumber, yeah. Alright, kale and cucumber. Not this time. Yeah, so all those seeds that I got from Joseph, I hope to make a video, and he gave me a ton of some really interesting plants, so I want to do a video on that too. I've been gardening a lot lately, and I really haven't, because I've been trying to get things done, I haven't really put the camera on and filmed any of it, and I'm sorry about that. But at least you get to see the finished product. Not the finished product, but I will film more. Oh. Damn, celery is so full of water. Just water. Alright, let that funnel in there. It's a nice size green juice. Cut the end off of this. Damn, celery is so full of water. Just water. Alright, let that funnel in there. It's a nice size green juice. Cut the end off of this. Lemon. Then ginger, which is probably one of my favorite things to eat. I love ginger, it tastes great, it makes you feel good, it's super good for you, and it smells good too. I've been foraging a lot, and I think I'm going to try to make a video of the things I forage for the most in my area, the things that are most abundant in my area, and what I incorporate in my diet a lot. So, yeah, that's the last bit of the juice, just the ginger. Get ready to pour that in there. ginger and lemon. Oh, that smells so good. Ginger and lemon. Yep. Green juice. I'm gonna drink this whole thing. See how it tastes. It's actually kind of good. It's not as strong as I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, just an early morning drink. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do those videos on the seeds that Joseph Simcox gave me and the plants that he gave me, and then I can show you around the garden. I still have a lot of work to do at the plot. I have a ton of things I have started indoors. I have stuff in my windowsills. I have stuff in the garden that has to stick in the ground. I'm starting them in containers. So yeah, stay tuned and get healthy. Peace.